What's up you guys, playing Clash Royale here, and today I'm gonna be doing a Clash Royale video because I just haven't done a lot of Clash Royale videos recently. So I just wanted to make this video on one of my attack strategies that I've been using to get me up to 2200 trophies. Now as you can see, my highest record was because of this attack strategy. Now I lost a couple of trophies because I tried to use another one, but it didn't work out, so yeah. But this strategy is so epic, guys, and it's really cool to use for Arena 7 and Arena 6. Now it got me from 1800 to 2200 trophies, and it can actually make you lose the battle if you don't play it properly and how it's supposed to be, because it's a bit tricky as well, how you kind of have to place your cards and everything. But I have a couple of raids to show you, and yeah, so let's get going. So I'm using Pekka. Pretty much I'm using a Pekka, which was one of the main forces, as well as the Witch and the Valkyrie. Now Elixir Collector is essential when using these Pekka and Witches, which are kind of high Elixir cards. Then I use one of those Larrys because it's really cheap, a Fireball and Freeze Spell to kind of assist me with the attack. And then finally there's Goblins just to help me defend and maybe attack as well. But yeah, without further ado, now on a note as well, I wanted to just say that the average deck elixir cost should be about 4 and below 4, because if it's above 4 it's a bit harder than to win, maybe again to summon cards. And because I've tried it a lot, if you have a average elixir cost of above 4, it's a bit harder, and it's actually a lot of the times you're gonna lose basically. Especially when you're at a higher trophy count, and yeah, so yeah, let's get going with the first replay. Alright, so with the first replay we're fighting against this guy, I don't know how you pronounce his name, from the clan Ghost. And now he's gonna be, this was such an interesting attack, I mean such an interesting battle, because he almost destroyed me, but at the end it was such a huge comeback. So as you can see, he's deploying his knights and with 2 goblins, but that's why the reason I'm using Larrys and goblins is just to avoid his knights attack. And as you can see, Fireball is quite useful with barbarians and knights and mini Pekkas and everything like that. Now I froze it on purpose because I was hoping that my witch could take out the dragon, but then he summoned this giant skeleton, which got in my way, but the dragon died hopefully, and this made it a bit easier to destroy this skeleton, because now my Valkyrie is going to dispose of it. Although because Valkyrie is quite a strong card, it's one of my favorite cards right now. It wasn't before, but then they actually changed it. I think they added a little bit more hit points, and now she's quite useful. Now as you can see, this Fireball did some damage, but when the giant skeleton gets to your tower, when he dies, it doesn't matter, your tower is still going to lose a chunk amount of hit points. And then now I'm gonna summon one of the Elixir Collectors, because it's crucial by the when 1 minute is left, it's crucial that you have 2 Elixir Collectors for this type of deck, if you wanna go for a counter attack. Now as you can see, the Valkyrie is quite useful when disposing of the barbarians, as well as the injuring the prince, if you can call that. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Now we're gonna have the double elixir in a couple of seconds. Now I'm always waiting for the elixir to actually fill up, and now I'm gonna summon a Pekka. He's gonna go with the skeleton and the witch. I'm gonna summon a dragon. I'm gonna summon the witch usually to guard the Pekka, but at this point I want to dispose of the giant skeleton first, as well as the baby dragon. Valkyrie at the front to guard my Pekka from those hordes. And now I usually use a Fireball as well as some goblins to actually assist the troops. As you can see, they died so fast. He managed to destroy my witch, but I'm gonna summon another one. And now, because my Pekka is already next to the tower, of course we're gonna take down this tower. Now looking at it, I have a lot of troops left, and I'm gonna attack the tower, the king's tower directly. So I'm gonna summon another Pekka. Right now I'm gonna destroy these goblins, because those skeletons are quite strong against these goblins, and that Valkyrie is just walking like a huge boss. And with 2 Pekkas, I doubt he's gonna be able to do anything. And this pretty much is going to be a 3-crown victory for me. As you can see, this deck is quite strong. So yeah, let's go and let me show you one of the other raids. Alright, moving on to the next attack. I'm attacking Ranger from Finland, and now if you guys didn't know, in the next update they're gonna change the color names. So in the next update, everyone with color names in clans are gonna be able to change their clan name or in-game name, because Superstar are gonna remove this option. So yeah, let's move on. Now usually when I have the elixir collector immediately on from the first draw, I usually try to summon it so I can get a lot more elixir. Now this guy has a bomber, but regardless of that, my Pekka won't die that easily from this bomber. I'm gonna go with the Pekka from the first actually from the first attack, from the first try, as well as the Valkyrie. Now this trio is quite good. I go with the PeWiValk or something like that, the PeWiValk. PeWiValk. Anyway, so yeah, this guy has a golem. I mean, he has a giant and a Hog Rider, but because I have Laris and Bomb and Warbrick, oh god damn it, how do you call them, the goblins? Yeah, I managed to destroy them quite easily. Now Fireball is quite useful, as I said, against Barbarians and against just minion horde and any of these common cards, which yeah. Now usually with I usually try to keep 2 elixir collectors in my side of the field, because it's a lot easier when the double elixir comes in. It's so much easier to summon Pekkas and everything else, so I'm always waiting for my elixir to fill up before I start to attack. I usually try to, it's really important in battles to actually memorize the enemy's cards, 8 cards that he's using, and at this point I already know all of his cards, so yeah, it's just a matter of time before I defeat him. Now because when you know all of his cards, you can easily counter them after that. Now he's gonna deploy one of these Hog Riders, but of course I have my Laris and my skeletons, which are gonna dispose of the Hog really easily. Now this giant doesn't stand a chance against the PeWiValk, and as you can see, a second Pekka is coming in, and at this point this guy is just doomed, because I have a free spell. I have my first Pekka just walking straight, and I'm gonna destroy this giant super fast, gonna damage this bomb tower, and Pekka and Witch are gonna do the job. I'm gonna summon another Witch, because those skeletons are really useful. Now those Barbarian doesn't stand a chance. Those witches are gonna do a lot of damage before they die. Valkyrie is gonna help there, freezing the tower as well as the bomb tower. Moving on with the fireball, almost there. And now because it's an equal, we're gonna still have another 1 minute. It's juice, so yeah. Now he's gonna try to destroy me, but I'm gonna deploy one of the Pekkas right there to destroy the hog. And those Laris and goblins always help destroying these large troops. So yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna attack this side, because that side is quite easy to take out. I don't know, I just wanted to yeah, just do some more damage and have some more fun with this battle. But anyway, I'm gonna wait, let's see what's gonna happen here. Again, he's going with the same hog, and that hog is not really useful at all. He does some damage, but maybe he's hoping that he's gonna take out my tower before me. But I have my Pekka going in. Valkyrie is which is going to go there. I have my how do you call it, the Pekka just slamming the the giant. Moving on, I have my fireball doing damage, and we're almost there. One more fireball to destroy this base. I mean, to win this battle. I was mistaking it with Clash of Clans, but anyway, these bomb towers are so freaking annoying. Actually, I think he has a mirror. No, actually, he doesn't have a mirror card. But yeah, this because of this, as you can see, this was such a clutch win, because his hawk was about to finish off my tower, but I managed to get him beforehand. Alright, moving on to the final battle for today. I'm trying to keep these videos a bit longer, yeah, because I like making a bit longer videos. But anyway, let's go. So we're using the same attack strategy, the PeWiValk. PeWiValk, what? But anyway, so yeah, I actually didn't see what he actually just placed there, but anyway, we managed to get rid of it. Now I'm usually using some goblins just to damage the tower, you know, but he was quite fast here and deployed the bomber. I usually with these goblins try to kind of find out what cards he's using, but as you can see now, the fireball is so freaking useful. I managed to destroy his 10 elixir that he just sacrificed to summon minion horde and barbarians, and this was just pretty epic. Now I have my witch up ahead, but my Pekka is gonna reach out. I'm gonna freeze the this guy actually has a freeze spell, god damn it. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out what his deck is. That's what usually I do with the first minute and a half. And now my Pekka is actually going to die. No, it won't die because it's gonna do some damage, and actually it's going to destroy this tower. And that was pretty much. I could have just played on defense right now. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen. So I'm placing my elixir collector because at this point I didn't have any elixir collector. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a bit for my elixir to fill. That's usually what I do. This is how we do it. So yeah, now let's just wait a bit because okay, this guy has 10 elixir right now. I have 10 elixir as well. I'm gonna put my Pekka. I'm gonna try to destroy his king tower. I'm gonna have my witch at the back, summoning some skeletons to go for the diversion. Now I'm gonna have my Valkyrie coming in real soon. Now I have the double elixir, which is pretty useful. This guy doesn't summon anything, I don't know why. I have my Valkyrie, I have my goblins and my skellies, and at this point it's just gonna be a successful 3 crown. I don't know what happened there, maybe he lost connection or something. But anyway, this is the deck I've been using so far, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share and subscribe. Be sure to let me know if you like this deck, and you can use this deck as well. Have a nice day and clash on.